Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Film Thingy podcast, the comedy podcast where I have to steal a Corvette from work and pretend to be spies just to get the truth behind your favourite movies.
He's John.
And that's Matt. Matt, we've got a blinder today. What we're covering?
Surprise, surprise. Early 90s.
90s.
Yeah, you say it with me. Early 90s. Arnie, Curtis, Paxton. It's
True Lies. We have a guest with us this week. Another guest. Who's the guest, Matt?
Well, he's a local lad done good, an all-round lovely bloke. It's writer, producer and star of the brilliant 3-Day Millionaire,
Michael Kinsey!
Welcome.
Woo!
Hello, thank you.
He's never done
great
that before.
introduction.
He's never wooed like that before.
I haven't actually. I don't think I've done it for anyone.
I've never heard you wooing your
I
entire
did guns
life.
once. Thanks for coming on. Good to have you on.
Likewise.
Are you
thank for
pleased to be
having
here?
me. I'm very pleased to be here, yeah.
I've got a few questions for you if you don't mind.
Yeah, fire away.
Just shoot away. Pew-pew. Hull born and bred?
That's right, well, I'm actually from Driffield.
East Riding.
Oh, East Riding. I went to college in Hull. I live in Hull now.
Favourite 5 things about Hull? Quick.
Favourite 5 things.
Ship spice.
Obviously.
I almost wrote chip spice on the question. I almost put
5
best
things
thing about
not
Hull.
chip spice.
And
Just in
why is it
general.
not chip spice? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But,
Chip, it really is though. I put it on everything. Like everything. If I'm roasting vegetables, I'll put chip
Good
spice
shout,
on
yeah.
it.
anything else? That's only one thing.
That is only one thing. I like roasted vegetables as well.
But you can get them anywhere in the country, not just Hull.
That's true.
Or is it specific Hull?
Well, specific Hull, actually.
Homegrown vegetables in Hull.
Because I'm like, so I get this box from a place called Frith Farm. Very good. It's
Yeah.
like organic, seasonal food.
Yeah.
And they send you a box each week, and then you just got to figure out what to do. But sometimes they send you like one week we just have like a big thing like that of sprouts, like again and again and again, like 3 weeks on the bounce.
It's got to be
You've got to
sprout and
get-
Stilton soup, hasn't it?
Not Stilton, is it?
Sprout and Stilton soup.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have Stilton.
I don't really eat still.
That's a good point. Sprout soup? Can you think of a worse soup? Plenty of black pepper.
Yeah. So
really-
Frith Farm's another. Yeah. What do I love
Fucking
about
hell, it's sprouts. Frith Farm Hull based.
East Riding, right?
Yeah, they're in
Beverley somewhere.
They're near Beverley.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there's like a little roundabout. on
Shout out
kind
to
of-
Frith Farm.
Yeah, shout out to them. They're great.
Yeah, just not sprouts. Right.
Yeah, not please, not again.
Not once is fine, isn't it?
Michael's going on record. He doesn't want sprouts anymore. So you've got 2 left.
I love the Humber Bridge and Hazel Foreshore. You know, for me, I lived in London for a long time, and every time I'd be on the train back. I feel like everybody who's like not lived in London, not lived in Hull, says this when they're coming back home. But there's nothing like coming down.
Seeing it in the distance.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I love the people from Hull.
That's a nice wholesome answer.
It's a nice Hull, yeah. But I think
Salt of the earth, would you say?
yeah, it's the salt of the earth.
He changed his
Chips.
voice there, that means it's a lie.
Chip spice of the earth.
Chip spice of the earth. Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah.
I'd say
And
that.
if anyone from Hull visit Hull's listening, you can have that one because that's. Yeah,
Sean.
Hull chip spice of the earth. What got you into acting?
I don't know really. I sort of fell into it a bit later on, more when I went to White College in Hull. My best friend Rob, he's an actor from Hull, Rob Aramea. We were in the same drama class together. I was like, oh, this guy's really cool. Like, we kind of, I don't know, I felt like we broke the mould a bit because we were like, well, like, you know,
Fuck
like,
it.
we're not like, yeah, like, because you got like the kind of drama, the hardcore drama geeks as well, and that was like a different thing. And I was like, well, I'm not. I find acting really. I'm interested in that. And psychology and behaviour and stuff always interested me. But then kind of met Rob, and we were like, okay, we're sort of in this together. And then I went to the National Youth Theatre while I was at Wyke. Got in there, and that was a big sort of validation. Really, it's like, okay, you know, there's a potential career here. And then I went to drama school. I don't know if I really answered your question.
I think you have, and it's a lot more serious than the usual answers we get on this podcast. I quite like it.
I daren't ask my next question.
No, please. Lower the tone.
Move away from that eloquence.
I'm very serious, actually.
3-Day Millionaire, obviously a huge success. Congratulations. But if you were a literal 3-Day Millionaire,
Yeah.
what would you do? How would you spend that dollar?
Well, if I was a literal 3-day millionaire, I would just I'd have no choice but to drink it away.
Do we need to define the parameters of what I mean by that? Because in my head, I think
In my head, you've got £1 million for 3 days, and if you don't spend it, it's gone.
Yeah.
After like the third day, so unless you cash it in or pump it into something really quickly, you've lost it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
right.
Okay. You've got liquid.
You need to pump it into you.
You've got liquid £1 million.
Yeah.
Or
What
cash if you want. What are you going to do?
And if I don't use it in 3 days, it's going to go.
They're going to take it away.
Whoa, okay. I'd be really smart and invest it in something and then make like more.
Another million.
Yeah.
But every million you make only has a 3-day expiry. You constantly like change.
Well, I guess I'd just have a job, wouldn't I? I should have a new career.
Yeah.
Constantly, but you can never access any of the money. On paper, you're a multi-billionaire.
Yeah. But I actually have nothing.
Yeah.
I'd stick with drinking it away, it's easier.
Yeah.
So you moved on to producing.
So, so I'm obviously still acting, but I think the way the industry's going, like a lot of people are kind of, a lot of actors are moving on to like producing so that there's a sense of like creative control over the work, the stories that you want to tell, the characters you want to play. And so I guess it's just a natural evolution of that. So me and my friend Paul Stevenson, the writer of 3 Day, have started a production company, which is cool.
Nice.
And we have a script in development at the minute. So that's
You guys writing it together as well? Or have you got
so
someone else?
he's writing it. He's the writer. Yeah.
That's cool. So you've got a script in production. Is it a film? TV?
Yeah. So the idea is it's going to be a film, kind of similar to what we were talking about before, like sort of in real time.
Okay.
So it's kind of a bit like a play. So it's a dynamic between a father and a son. It's called Dandelion Tea. And that's a co-production with a company called Treasure Island, who is Robert Lindsay's company. And
big fan of My Family.
Yeah, My Family. It's great.
So good.
What is that? Early days, presumably that's
very, very early days. Yeah. But it is, it's moving quite fast. Going to be a really exciting role for me to get my teeth into.
And now you're also spreading your wealth of acting knowledge.
Yeah, so I'm setting up like a little screen acting course in Hull. So we're still waiting on a few things to get finalised, but it's going to be at first it's going to be a 6-week course, and yeah, I just kind of want to kind of bring about some of the opportunities that weren't there for me when I was kind of growing up, you know, because I think there is a wealth of like untapped talent in Hull, and I think there's this kind of sense of like it's like you know you can't do this because you're not in London or because you're not, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to bring that to Hull, and I think some really, really, really talented in people, and I want to like raise the collective confidence of Hull and like help, like just share anything I have to share with people.
Man of the people.
Yeah, man.
Is there is this targeting any specific age group?
No,
Just
it's
open to
all ages. Yeah.
Do you need experience?
I think just an interest and like
You need it more than I do.
Cheers. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
But I think, I kind of want to keep it open and just create a really safe space where people can actually like learn about acting in a really hands-on way that's reflective of the industry, you know. And I think one of the things with like, because I went to drama school, you get a lot of, maybe it's changing now, but you get a lot of your natural instincts drummed out of you.
At drama school?
Yeah, it's so much focus on like your voice and your, like my accent is not anything like it used to be, and you know. Yeah,
you don't sound really Hull or even particularly
it's kind of like knocked out of you, or it was with me, you know. I had to speak in RP all the time, and actually like I want to kind of help people channel that rawness and not lose that. So any experience, in some ways, the less experience you have, the better, because it's just about tapping into something that's truthful to you, and yeah.
Any further details you can give, or should we be watching a space?
Just follow my Instagram page for updates. I'll be plugging it. It should be in the next month or so.
Very cool. Big film fan?
Massive film fan.
Favourite film?
Ooh, favourite director.
Not what we asked, but
I just love all his films. It's very hard to pinpoint one. A guy called Paolo Sorrentino did a film called The Great Beauty, Youth. This Must Be the Place. Hand of God. I love him. He's an Italian director. Yeah, he's probably my favourite director. But I love like Midnight Cowboy is a great favourite of mine. given you lots of films now. You did just ask for one. It's a really
I'm
hard question.
happy with lots.
No one ever gives us one, to be fair. We normally get at least three.
It gives us a nice idea of what you like. And you apparently, like, you're a man of culture, so it begs the question, Michael, why True Lies?
Well, I wanted to find the most, like, dated and misogynistic film I could.
You nailed that.
So, no, I was thinking True Lies, I used to watch this film religiously as a kid. I was obsessed with spies. I loved Arnie. I used to watch this film all the time. I loved it. And I thought, that's a real blast from the past, and it's going to be nice to revisit that.
Do you know what? One thing I would say when we have guests on is actually the stories we get as to why they've chosen the film is always quite nice, I think. So it often leads down to nostalgia or childhood, and that's quite nice.
No one picks their favourite.
No one's ever picked their favourite film. I think it's because they're scared of what we might tarnish it. But it is
defensive.
It is nice to hear people's reason for bringing the film that they've chosen. Actually,
guest first, but you will follow hopefully. Plot in 10 words.
I could do it in 2.
It's not the okay. I almost lost my temper, didn't I?
For the audio, Matt walked out and he's come back in. We just cut the middle bit out.
Yeah. Okay,
there's an artificial plant on the floor that is kicked over.
If you say action packed for 2 words, I'll be impressed. No, give us it in 2, and then humour us by doing it in 10. But give us it in 2 first.
Okay, in 2, I'd say True Lies.
Oh, that's got me there, wasn't it?
Okay, I want to give you it in 10. I'll give it a 10. Okay, so Arnie, spy, wife, paranoia.
It's not awfully coherent.
I'm giving you this is like the plot outline now.
Yeah, and then this is the first time someone's just given me random adjectives.
Oh, really?
Marmite.
Gun. Bomb.
Come on, then.
Can I go on?
This is my weird brain. Arnie, paranoia.
Yeah.
Terrorists.
Yeah, can't miss them.
Yeah.
5 more.
I can't. Action-packed, it's a classic.
Yeah, that.
Action-packed, it's a classic.
Yeah, there you go.
10.
There you go.
If you've got one.
I think I can do better than that.
Tongue
for
and
once.
cheek.
For once, okay. Husband lies to wife, leading double life.
Right, let's just pause there.
Oh, it rhymes.
That's 7 words he's used to outline the first scene of the film.
All right.
3 words to bring it around for the whole plot of the film.
All right. Husband living double life.
I'll give you double life as hyphenated, actually.
Thanks. I love the hyphen. Brings wife along to fight terrorists.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
That's good. Yeah.
That's one of my better ones, which is worrying.
Review it in 10 words. If you're ready.
No, I was just going to say Marmite again.
Review it in 10 words. Okay. Tongue and cheek. Saucy. Bit dated.
Yeah. That's fair.
Extravagant. Carnage. Ensuing fun.
Love it.
There, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
First film to cost $100 million, did you know that?
Was it?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Very expensive.
What,
Love to throw money at James Cameron, don't you?
Oh, James Cameron comes in with a 30-page treatment, doesn't he? Fucking hell.
Here's a blank check.
Yeah.
Favourite scene?
Favourite scene? It's definitely, I think it's the opening scene for me.
The whole
the opening, so he goes to that, he's at the party,
yeah.
First of all, it starts, boom, big fuck off knife, breaks the ice. Yeah, and then he gets out, he's already got his tux on, gets all his gadgets out.
Weird, isn't it?
How spray. He's got his spray with him.
Weird how when he gets out of the ice, he's got his underwater goggles, night vision, and he just takes it off and throws it in the water over his head. Doesn't think he'll need them at any point. He just chucks them.
James Cameron, it's art imitating life because he's got unlimited funds and he just thinks that all the characters need to have unlimited funds.
Exactly.
So just throwing money at watching his wife and just goggles, just chuck them.
Into the icy water.
Prescription, don't matter.
Yeah, what about that horse? Yeah, it doesn't matter if it dies. Yeah, it's claustrophobic though, this horse. Oh, that's okay.
Sorry.
I've got another one. Sorry.
There were 4 horses.
Were there?
Yeah, they all had different skills apparently.
Oh, right.
One of them was really good at running through parks, one of them was good inside, one of them could tap dance, and one of them could sing.
None of them could fucking jump off a roof into a pool though, could they?
They went, this one definitely can do that jump off that building, and he's going, Proofs in the pudding.
What do you reckon it made him do in the audition?
And the horse is called Pudding as well. He goes, proofs in the pudding.
Fourth horse on the freeway.
Because we'll
What
definitely
do
get this
you
way.
reckon the horse's audition was like? So it's like, okay, so you can definitely, you're telling me you can make this jump, okay? It's like, yeah, he'll make it. It's like a really pushy
I wonder if they did the horse, they could have been quite clever if they'd put the horse auditions on like the third or fourth floor of the building. A lot of them, just by getting there in the elevator, have passed the audition.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the only one that made it.
That's it.
You're hired. Can you jump off a building? And the horse goes, sorry, what?
So you go, sorry, what? It's got all this, obviously.
Sorry, what?
Foreign.
Can I just dive back into, there's a moment, and this was going to be my thing, it's not. I just want to mention it because it's absolutely class. My favourite scene is that opening scene. It's the moment where two big Rottweilers jump at him, right? And he just steps back and just slaps the heads together.
And then says, stay.
Yeah, that's the quote.
There we go.
There you go.
Easy, thank you. I needed the help along.
Quick Arnie impression.
Wait for it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh! Dana!
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Thanks, guys.
I just want to clear my throat.
3 years at drama school.
I'm a cat, you idiot. It's not a tumor. Also, in the famous dance scene, this isn't a thingy, but it's really funny how it isn't until he says his wife's name that she realises it's him, despite when she's kicking him on the floor, he's going like the most recognisable voice in the world.
Yeah. Just reckon his like huge muscular body, like there can't be that many men with Arnie's body like mounting you and kissing you.
Yeah. But he's doing, he goes, lay down and close your eyes, and he gets the rose, doesn't he? And he's going.
Quite a lot of from what I've read, quite a lot of scenes. They left some of the goofs in, like when he dropped the tape recorder. That wasn't it. He was actually in it. He just did drop the tape recorder.
Okay.
And they liked it and left it in. And there's a couple more where.
Because I suppose the way it's edited, it appears that it's like a bit hot under the collar, and he drops it, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
It's just really.
He was hot under the collar.
Good acting.
Yeah.
And is that
stroke?
Sorry, I think he might be at his most wooden in this film. I'm really sorry if that's upsetting anybody. But he's classically, a bit of. He's great, and I love Arnie films, but he's classically at his best as a robot.
Yeah.
If you had to chase a suspect through a Marriott hotel, would you rather be on a motorcycle or a police horse?
Motorcycle.
If you were an international counter-terrorism agent, sworn to secrecy, what would you tell your other half you do?
That's a good question. I would say that well, for a start, I'd say that I worked abroad. I'd say that I was a travelling salesman.
Travelling salesman?
Yeah, because he gets home for tea like every night from like a different country now.
Yeah, he's like, if we go now, we'll still catch the plane home, didn't he? In that after the opening scene.
So you would have put a better lie in place.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I've got to go work in Dubai for 7 months.
Yeah, that's
done.
Yeah, sorted.
But he's a family guy. He wants
is
to see his.
I don't think he is. I don't think he really gives a shit, to be honest.
It's classic Arnie, isn't it? It's just Jingle All the Way again. How did Charlton Heston's character, Spencer Trilby, which is a great name, lose that eye?
Oh, I think a training. It was in training actually when he was learning how to navigate a horse in an elevator.
So what specifically took his eye out? What part of that scenario took his eye out?
So in this world, they all do elevator horse training.
It's just the given.
Well, yeah, because that's a skill. That's a skill that you probably,
What are they called? What's the unit called that they work for?
It's his first day. He's the apprentice. He's doing teas and coffees. Right. We've got to get him on the horse in the elevator. No, I'm just here to do the photocopying. No, you've got to get on that horse in the elevator. That's how every day for an apprentice starts.
So he started as like an intern.
Yeah, and he's just worked his way to the top, lost his eye.
And they thought we're gonna fall pretty hard. They're gonna be sued effectively.
So we'll
give him a job.
Give him an eye patch.
Yeah.
They can look important like Nick Fury.
Under what circumstances is it appropriate to pretend to be a secret agent?
If you're a used
car salesman.
No, if you want to get upgraded and you're like travelling.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
You reveal it, you just say, do you know what? Actually,
Yeah, because it's not...
You got a badge of some kind of like air marshals do it better.
Yeah.
Like, I need to be in that first class. I think there's a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
Would you jump from the top of a building onto a hovering Harrier jump jet to retrieve the key from your stolen nuclear weapon?
No.
No, I wouldn't either. I've only one more question for you, Mr. Kinsey. Do you still love your husband?
Do the voice.
I can't do it. I was trying on the way here, but I can't.
Still... What's funny is, like, even Arnie's voice comes out like...
It's clearly him.
That line I can't deliver.
Still love your husband.
It's a Cookie Monster, isn't it?
It's like Arnie, you kind of is a Cookie Monster.
Well, we know you love it. We know it's nostalgic. We know all the answers to your quick fire rounds, but you have a thingy.
Have a thingy.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so there's a scene right at the end. Okay.
Not like most films.
Yeah. Just a scene. It's just at the end.
I hate those films where there's no scenes at the end.
Yeah. That's when it's ended.
I enjoyed that until it stopped.
It was just a big hole and then it went back. Yeah.
Who directed this? Christopher Nolan. It doesn't make no sense.
Because it was at the beginning. So at the end, there's a scene where he's in this big fighter jet, and he sort of like reverses the tail of it into this building. Now, my concern is that they know that there's a huge...
There's a concern here.
Yeah, there's a concern, right? Because I'm guessing that building's been evacuated. They've got negotiators there who are actually FBI people that come up as a camera crew, but that's a different story. I'm guessing the whole building's been cleared. Now, when he reverses this plane, the floor below, there's a guy wearing headphones and...
Janitor.
Yeah, it's the janitor, and he's like having a bit of a dance, having a bit of a clean, and then suddenly, boom, the tail end of an aircraft comes and smashes the windows in. Then he's screaming. What is that guy doing in that building?
Okay, so the whole building's been evacuated, and is reversing a jet into the the floor above where the janitor is.
Is it above? Sorry,
I don't know. That was my
above
question.
or below one of them.
But it's not on the. He looks down.
So it's below. Okay, that makes it even worse in theory because you're compromising the structure of the building. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
Can I add to your thing, Ian? Can I say I read into this a little bit because I was pretty confident that a Harrier jump jet, which is what he's flying, only has a certain amount of fuel, and they burn a quite significant amount of fuel for every second that they're
pretty quickly.
And any time that they're hovering for, which he does for a long time, they're burning even more fuel. They can only hover for 90 seconds. And he's hovering outside of a building for, I don't know all the science behind it, but yeah, they're using a lot of fuel when they're hovering. Maybe around that, this jet's already done one flight because he steals it.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother to fill it back up with his shell,
Doesn't
does he?
put a helmet on, does he?
No. So we've kind of got two parts to the thingy then, but part of the same scene. So we've got why is the janitor they're in the building still when everyone else is evacuated?
Yeah. Like, what's his story? That's why, because he's clearly got stuff going on.
And the second part is how is the jet still hovering or even in the air because
and how does it destroy the building? How is it damaging a building? That jet would have been destroyed, I would have thought, in reversing into a building. Let's dig a little deeper into this janitor character.
Yeah.
Does he have a name? Herman.
Okay.
Herman Goldsmith.
Herman Goldsmith.
Yeah. If you look at I read the credits.
Son of a disgraced jewellery maker.
Herman Goldsmith of the
business.
Goldsmith jeweller.
Sorry, he worked for Goldsmith, the retail chain in the UK.
No, he's a disgraced son of.
Oh,
so
the founder.
Yeah, so I think he's probably broke away from the way his life should have gone with. He should have been a jeweller.
Just
he
to
don't want
clarify,
none of that business.
I wasn't suggesting that the person who owns Goldsmiths was called Goldsmith. I think they're called Goldsmiths because
they're
a jeweller would be a
like a
goldsmith.
merchant.
Yeah, but that's his genuine name. Just by coincidence.
Right.
It makes sense that we go, guys, our legal name is Goldsmith. We can't do anything else in our lives now. We have to just fulfill that. We may as well
and he
do
says
it.
No.
And he goes, no, I don't want...
I'm moving to the big city. What big city? Florida.
I'm going to move from...
He goes, that's not a city, that's a state.
Firstly.
Then he goes, you're a state. So his dad and walks out.
Great.
End scene.
says, "You'll never smith in this town again."
You'll never smith in Hull again.
Okay, we'll pretty quickly get on to the case.
So he wants to go somewhere where the streets are not paved with gold.
Yeah. So he's finding a new life for himself.
Where are they? They're in Florida, aren't they? Because they're coming down the Florida
I think
Keys,
it's Florida, yeah.
I don't know what it calls it, but the highway that's over the Florida Keys. But where do they end up? Is it Miami?
So what's he doing there, this guy?
So he's left.
Why hasn't he been cleared of the building? Sorry.
Well, maybe has he just got to Miami and he's got a janitor's job just to sort of pay the wages? It's not what he wants to do, but he's trying to, break away from the Goldsmith dynasty and
make it on his own.
Make it on his own.
I know, mine.
Yeah. It's taken him. Okay, that makes sense though, because it's taken him a really long time to break ties with his dad. The fucker's just died. Okay, and that's why he's so happy listening to his music.
Right,
it's
okay.
his first day.
So that whole interaction
on his new job,
where he goes, I'm moving to a big city. He says, "Where are you going in Florida?" He says, "That's not a state." He says, "You're a state."
Yeah, that's it.
What age is
that's his 50th birthday?
They don't speak to each other for 50 years.
Yeah.
But what? Is he moved away at that time, or is it? Because you've just suggested that it took his father to die for him to have to move away. So
yeah, I think he couldn't actually break free of the confines
maybe it was
of his father.
Maybe his dad was on his deathbed and he said, "This is where I leave the Goldsmith cooperation to you." And he goes, "I've been telling you for 50 years, Dad. I don't want anything to do with this." I'm crying. Tears of joy.
No, I don't think he can say. I don't think he can look his dying dad in the eyes and say that. I think it's too.
So he doesn't
too
say
much
you're a
pain.
state. He's literally dying in a bed and he goes, "You're a state."
funny tunes and shit.
I think this is a conversation that they had like 20 years ago, and they've not spoken to each other since.
I think so. They're estranged.
They're estranged.
But where does he live during this time? So that's where. Is he in Miami in this time, or is he still knocking about in Birmingham?
I think he's in Birmingham. He's still in the goldsmith business, but just doesn't want to be.
Right.
Yeah, so
he wants to be in Miami.
Well, I suppose if it's his family business, he's always going to have a job, isn't he? Pretty much. So maybe he's just saving up to go on this nice journey across into the States eventually when he's got enough money. So he's working in Birmingham, getting a bit of money up, and then he goes, "I'm going to do a bit of travelling now."
Maybe and he goes. He says, "Do you know what? Before I leave, I'll make amends." And he gets there,
just a bit too late.
Just seconds too late. He gets to the Goldsmith's estate, and he pulls up on the drive, and there's an ambulance outside, and a doctor, the doctor, they've got a bit of money. It's not ambulance.
Yeah, it's a private doctor.
Yeah. What passes him on the way out with a leather briefcase.
He's in a car, but he's got
shakes his head.
He's in a car, but he's got his briefcase out the window.
He drives past him.
He goes.
He's got a stethoscope on over just so that we know who he is.
Stethoscope just like that, isn't it?
Tap inside his little briefcase. Goes Herman. It's no good.
It's no good. Does he go up and see? Does he pay his respects, or does he turn around?
I think he wants to make sure it's
done. It's one of these, quite well-to-do mansions. So there's a fountain in the middle, so he could do a full loop.
He doesn't. Yeah.
If he wanted to.
He drives there. You think he's going to go in, and he's just doing it scared. Doesn't even go in and check.
He pulls out onto the street, and there's a bit of traffic, and he's just behind the doctor.
What about if he's responsible for the death of his father?
Oh, fucking hell. Here we go. Poison?
Yeah, I think poison.
Yeah.
Why
not? Why not?
So
any corrosive metals that they work
the
with?
The whole bit of him, thinking I'm going to make amends and going.
It's all.
That's all a ploy.
Yeah.
To make it.
He's told his family, I'll come and see him. Pulls a plug, doesn't he? I reckon.
Pulls the plug.
Do you reckon he's already ill and he makes sure it happens, or is he the one that causes the illness that eventually leads to his death?
What's his motive though?
He wants to get rid of it
because like the police would.
I think his dad. I think
he's dying, right?
I think his dad's trying to. He's just controlled his whole life, through money, and he's basically said he's high up in.
Just remember talking about true life.
He's high up. We'll find a way to bring Annie into it shortly, don't we? He goes. He's been controlled. For years. His dad's got fingers in all the pies, so like he'll go, you can't get a job anywhere. Like I've tarnished your name. You're with me. You're taking over the business, and this is like the last straw. Is like there's no in his head, in Herman's head, there's no other way out of this situation apart from to kill his own dad and move to Miami
because he's never going to get the emotional validation he needs from his dad.
Yeah,
it's pretty deep.
Arnie, on the other hand, would give him that emotional validation. Apparently, so we know Herman. We know why. We've got Herman's backstory. He's in Miami, travelling, working as a janitor. Is he just dotting around trying to do a few odd jobs or get a bit of money?
He's blown all his money. I think he's given it all away because he doesn't want to.
He just wants a nice, easy life.
He wants a normal life.
Yeah, I get that.
Also,
some nice music.
Don't want the money.
The money doesn't
appeal to him, does it?
No. It's baggage.
Exactly.
He needs to free himself. He's freed himself of his oppressive father. He's freed himself of the oppression of wealth.
Yeah.
And he decides, I do want to be somewhere sunny though.
Well, yeah.
I like the sunshine.
Yeah.
I always like the sunshine.
Grow my hair long.
I'll grow my hair out. I think he's got a moustache.
Yeah.
He goes, they'll never guess I used to be a goldsmith if I grow a moustache.
He's about in his 60s, is he, at this point?
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
And he thinks, I've got to earn a god honest wage though. I've got to do my
he's worked all his life, hasn't he? So it'll be ingrained in him to just have a job anyway.
Right.
You know, just like to keep the pennies coming in.
So he gets a job as a janitor in this
high-rise
office building, whatever it is. Is it under construction? The top floors don't look like
I think some of the floors are empty by the looks of it, aren't they?
Yeah, so he's
I think there's a plot twist here though, because I think he shouldn't be in that building.
Do you think
he's cleaning the wrong building? It's his first day. He's gone to the wrong
first day.
He's carried his Hoover up to the 19th, 50th floor or whatever.
Just bring your own Hoover.
Yeah, that's it.
What if he's set up shop on his own? What if he's gone, I've learnt a load of business from my dad, I know how to run a company.
This is my passion.
I'm going to start, my passion is cleaning. I'm going to start small. This is my first gig, my first day. I've just got this little house to do around the corner. And he finds the biggest high-rise building in Miami. By accident.
Pops to the local hardware store. He says, I'll have one set of blue overalls, please, and one vacuum cleaner.
What do you want, Henry or Dyson? He goes, Henry, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Easy to carry. Up 19 flights of stairs.
Put a strap on it and I'll just...
Yeah.
And the reason security don't stop him going into the wrong building is because it's actually... it's under siege.
So
there's no security.
There's no security.
What?
Yeah.
The security are all busy looking...
No.
At the building, people to come out,
yeah.
rather than looking out.
Actually,
coming in.
I
can see the light going.
Yeah, what I think has happened, he has just moved to Miami.
Yeah,
he ain't got nowhere to sleep.
Is he squatting?
He's squatting illegally. He's just waiting for everybody to go home.
Posing as a cleaner,
and then he's come out. Doesn't know what's going on outside.
He's still got his headphones.
He's been locked in the toilet for 10 hours.
Is normal in Miami?
Because fucking hell, the jet's just reversed into the window. He goes, this is why I moved here.
Yeah.
Welcome to Miami.
Where else are you going to get this?
But Will Smith says that to him 3 years before he released it. He just goes, welcome to Miami, and walks off. You don't have to cut that. Jim Cameron didn't have enough money for once to have Will Smith come in. We're unwrapping it.
I feel like we're really under the skin of this guy.
This is deep, this one, actually. I like it. So he's squatting, he's posing as a cleaner to squat in an empty 19-floor high-rise building.
Yeah.
And just coincidence, it's the climatic scene from True Lies.
Pure
which
coincidence.
Happens to be, okay.
Fate has brought,
why is he
what's his face, Goldsmith.
That point in time, though?
Maybe he hears the commotion and thinks, shit, someone's coming. I need to.
Well, he's got his earphones in, so he can't hear.
Yeah, but it's a fucking fighter jet outside. No matter how
he's got a vacuum cleaner on as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what
Henry's are pretty loud, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they're really thick windows.
Okay, so why is he cleaning?
Well, he's making the place nice for himself. He's just about to move in, isn't he?
But just that one spot where he's going to sleep. He just do like a rectangle.
It's the office is like, that's Dirty Dave's desk. I'm going to give that a good clean before I sleep on it.
Massive this building, like cleaning all of it. I need to sleep under that one desk.
I'm not a real janitor.
Yeah, he says to the camera, I'm not a real janitor. Growing a mustache, aren't I?
Is there anything Goldsmith Will Smith or no?
Goldsmith Will Smith.
Yeah.
One Smith.
Who knows?
Willie or Monty Smith. That's what his dad used to
What?
He's dead. His daddy goes, it's called, his name's Herman, but we all call him Willie because we don't know whether he's going to take part in the family business, so we call him Willie or won't he Smith. And he goes, Dad, just call me Herman. Just call me man. He goes, just call me Herman because it's my real name. Fucking hate it. I always hated it, but it's my real name. Please don't call me Willie or won't he Smith.
You know what?
And his dad's laughing. His dad's laughing and his dad goes,
Why is his dad referring to Goldsmith as just Smith?
I don't even know it's just Smith.
It's his name.
Yeah.
So
Put him down.
It's hyphen gold hyphen Smith.
So that's why he's so intent on listening to a bit of Will Smith, because he's thinking it's that last little connection that he's got. He's not broken everything.
I've got it.
Willie Smith. Sorry, you've got it.
I've got it. Because remember, Matt, Will Smith didn't release Miami in 1994. It was 1997. What if Herman actually wrote Miami and he had a little demo and he was listening to it and sold it to Will Smith?
We've fallen once again into a trap that we have to fall into in this podcast, and that's that John's bled out of the film world into the real.
No, but Will Smith is playing himself in universe in True Lies as Herman the character. So it's so like...
Can I throw just another
one?
A spanner in the works? You don't have to tie it all up, but this could...
You don't have to tie it all up. This is our characters that we do.
He could be like a philosopher.
Okay.
That's
not a rapper.
Trying to get to the bottom of how a lie can be true.
That's a nice tie back in.
That is nice.
True Lies.
And sometimes just actually, he's been at his desk, he can't think straight. Sometimes just a bit of hoovering can just loosen him up so he can...
So you're saying everything that we came up with about him being a part of the Goldsmith family is just not true at all?
Well, no, I think maybe that's, is it true or is it a lie?
Is that the lie that he tells himself? He's just a janitor from Miami.
Exactly!
Because
he's like Chris Nolan.
So deep.
Yeah, he tells everyone in Miami that he's moved from England. He's got this whole backstory. He's created himself. And they go, yeah, but... They go... But Willie, and Willie is his real name, not Herman. Yeah. And they go, but Willie, you've been cleaning here for the last 40 years. Yeah. We know that isn't true.
We know that you sleep in that janitor's cupboard.
And we're all right with it. We're fine with it.
The building's been empty anyway because it's due for demolishment. We're getting rid of the building, but you can have your little corner.
And also, got it. Alongside that, him pretending, giving himself this backstory and everything, he knows that James Cameron has been filming this film and they're going to be using the building on set, and he's using it as a way.
He's a real person again.
Yeah, he's used. No. Maybe hang on. He's using it as a way to get in the film. So he goes, there's a big fucking jet that's going to get reversed through that window anytime now. And they're like, guys, we've got to enter this building because someone's seriously going to get hurt here. Herman, Willie, whatever his name is, he goes, I'm going to get on screen here. And I'm just going to sort of hoover in the background. He's not meant to be there. And
through my acting, they will see my story.
Yeah.
My true lie.
He goes, this is, and then he goes, maybe if I do that, I might meet James Cameron, I can sell him my story of the Goldsmith dynasty, which is obviously made up, but
he thinks it's true.
Yeah. What else?
I did talk about the jet.
Oh, why is it hovering
for so long?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. God, we're so tied up with Herman, weren't we?
I'm happy to leave that out.
It could just be something as simple as, to do with the magnetic radiation of Arnie's aura. Yeah,
something as simple as
magnetic radiation.
Yeah, like Arnie's Arnie energy that is just giving out.
Okay, so
Arnie can fuel.
I have a third thing which I would like to mention, but that probably solves this one, that he has some sort of literal animal magnetism.
Yeah.
When that gun falls down that staircase, it just spins and just then kills all the enemies.
Yeah.
And it fires every time it needs to fire.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit Helen, his wife.
No.
Even though it's perfectly straight.
Yeah.
Because shooting back at her, doesn't hit her, kills all, and they all run towards and at it and during its line of sight. He never misses a shot either, even when someone's got Helen like this.
Yeah.
For the recording, I'm holding my arms as if I'm holding a hostage, and he just just shoots.
Yeah.
That's how good he is.
Is he Magneto?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well, that's all. I don't think we need to dig any further into that one.
Right, should we do the 30-second summary?
Yeah.
So there's this dude, Herman Goldsmith.
But there isn't really, because he's a fictional character.
In reality, he is a janitor called Willie.
He was squatting in a building that's about to be demolished.
He is a real person and sees James Cameron.
And he thinks, I'm going to get a slice of this pie and get some airtime, and I'm not going to evacuate the building like everyone else.
So he hides in the cupboard, puts his headphones on, starts hoovering.
And makes cinema history? I don't know if he does, but...
He also may have written the initial draft to Miami by Will Smith.
Allegedly. True Lies on 3. 1, 2, 3.
True Lies! Let's go too high.
Yeah. That was less succinct and clear once we summed it up, weirdly. Normally when we sum it up, I get it more, but I feel like my head's blanked. That was a pleasure.
Likewise, thank you.
It's always nice when somebody really gets it, and is probably equally as ludicrous as John. Certainly keeps me on my toes. Before you leave us, is there anything else that you wanted to plug, to say?
Have you got anything coming up that people can see you in?
Yeah. So I got a filming a film at the end of the year called Neon Glimpse. I'm shooting that in Hong Kong.
Oh, nice.
That's gonna be an exciting one.
How long are you going to be in Hong Kong for?
Probably about a month.
Nice.
It's coming out like on the indie circuit.
Okay.
And that's a really cool way of filming. So I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do we know when that's going to land?
It should be landing next year, I would imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been a genuine pleasure. I really had a good time with that one. Mike shit. No, you're Mike. Matt's shaking his head. I don't think he still knows what happened just then, but I had a really good time. So yeah, as Mike said earlier on the podcast, you can follow him on Instagram, and likewise you can follow us on Instagram too. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you again for another episode of the Film Thingy Podcast.